Kristian Prenga have just gone face-to-face aboard a luxury yacht, and the tension between the two heavyweights has already started to boil ahead of their highly anticipated clash.
I'm gonna win the fight in July 25th, and I think after July 25th, your career is over.
It's good luck. I wish him well, man. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough, but I wish him well. I look forward to the challenge. Good luck, brother. God bless.
Prenga fires back with growing confidence, insisting Team Joshua is making a huge mistake by underestimating him. He promises to prove his worth and shock everyone on Saturday night.
Yeah, I said him before too. I don't care for this. I think it's better for me because people say it's not body, but we're gonna see Saturday who I am.
The animosity is real, and Prenga vows to destroy the plans for Tyson Fury versus Joshua, warning that his victory will shock the boxing world and change everything.
I told him before too, it's not good to make a plan before God, but only God, he can make a plan for you and for me and for everybody. And he make a plan before God to fight Tyson Fury. First he need to fight me. How he know what's going on with me? I'm gonna cancel the fight.
How would that feel, beating AJ on Saturday and ruining one of the biggest fights of the century?
I don't know, we're gonna see Saturday. I feel great.
Yeah. What point?
As for Joshua, he has stayed away from making bold promises. Instead, his full focus remains on training hard under Alexander Usyk, determined to let his performance do the talking.
Yeah, good.
He brought Alexander Usyk into his training camp, and the surprising partnership could be the key to defeating Kristian Prenga.
And I think I'm working harder than I have, or I'm working just as hard as I was 13 years ago.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to get him to the heights of where he wants to be, but I do think by joining the team of the person that beat you, I think shows, you know, that AJ's not being ruled by his ego. Whereas if you're too egoic and too, you know, self-centered, you go, no, I don't need them, I'm gonna show them that I'm better than them. But to be, you know, gracious and go, I need to learn from the people that can. I think that shows a maturity and an acceptance of that he needs more help, which I think is a strength as opposed to a weakness.
Joshua puts his ego aside to train with the man who already beat him, while Eddie Hearn reveals how the partnership begins and earns worldwide respect.
Because I think if I'm going to do this, I've got to find ways to improve. So it's important for one to kind of drop his ego and surround himself with good soldiers that have achieved more. So whatever it takes, I'm willing to do, basically. I'm just hungry.
You know, when he went back into camp with Usyk, the Jake Paul fight came, and it was like, wow, what a gift. Like, we need some kind of fight just to trial everything. Now we've got him. That fight happened, you know, probably lasted a round or two more than we expected, but it was easy, and the profile of the fight was incredible. America loved him. You know, I remember sitting by the pool the next day, he had the biggest smile on his face. He's gone like, what a great experience. Like, you know, everyone was coming up to him around, AJ, we love you. And
then comes the heartbreaking moment as Joshua faces a tragic car accident that claims the lives of two of his closest friends, leaving him devastated and feeling like he has lost a part of himself.
13 years with those guys, both of them probably AJ's biggest supporters. They loved life and they were like inquisitive about life, but they were, you know, they were dreamers, but they were hard workers. They just didn't have a bad bone in their body, really.
They were the guys that propped him up and were kind of a crutch for him, both, you know, emotionally and physically. It's like losing a piece of you when you lose your friends, your brothers like that.
So you think two of his best friends that he's known for years have just gone? And then I start thinking, okay, how's AJ doing? Is he okay? Is he okay? And everyone's like, he is okay.
The tragedy leaves him heartbroken, but the warrior in Joshua refuses to stop. 5 months later, he returns to training with a level of focus, determination, and hunger that nobody has ever seen from him before.
So God's given me time because he knows that I'm really focused on fighting, and he knows I'm a warrior.
Those watching him closely inside the camp have witnessed the transformation firsthand. One of them is Barry Hearn, who says surviving the tragedy has ignited a new fire in Joshua. According to Hearn, he is training harder than ever, is in the best shape of his career, and is fully determined not just to win, but to accomplish every goal he has set.
I mean, the thing with AJ, he's the consummate pro, you know. Lots of things have happened in AJ's life this year, and not all good. You know, obviously had that tragic car crash where 2 of his best friends died. You know, he was spared, and in his mind he was spared for a purpose, and that purpose is to unify the heavyweight championship and look after the families of those 2 fine young men that died tragically in that car crash. So he's not taking anything for granted. He realises he's experienced enough to know that every day is another hurdle to get over. He looks in the shape of his life. He's been training at Usyk's camp. He's tremendously motivated to put on a show, not just to win, to put on a show, to show that he is still focused on achieving his goal.
Ahead of Joshua's comeback stands one clear target, but Barry Hearn promises fans they will witness a ruthless and ferocious version of him against Kristian Prenga. He insists everything happening inside the camp reflects Joshua's mindset. He is chasing far more than just a victory. Then comes the biggest prize of all, Tyson Fury. With contracts reportedly signed, Hearn believes that fight is set for November, but only after Joshua takes care of Prenga in brutal fashion.
It doesn't matter a row of beans. He's up for it next July to 25th, next Saturday. Penge is dangerous, we don't know too much about him, but Anthony Joshua is a ferocious animal at the moment, so don't blink, look for fireworks. The good thing is for fight fans everywhere around the world is we've signed the Tyson Fury fight. Tyson signed the contract, AJ signed the contract. We're not quite sure where it's going to be staged yet, but that'll come. But in the meantime, the fight we're really looking forward to for the last 10 years is going to happen probably end of November. First of all, it's next Saturday. You'll see a ferocious animal in there. He's not taking anything for granted. He knows he's got a job to do, and he will be ruthlessly efficient.
The biggest challenge has been overcoming the emotional trauma he has endured, but his close friend Fraser Clark says he has seen a completely different side of Joshua. According to Clark, every conversation reflects the mindset and determination of a true professional. Behind closed doors, he is still carrying the pain, but once training begins, all emotions disappear. Clark believes this fight will reveal exactly how ready Joshua is for a future showdown with Tyson Fury.
What level we're going to see Anthony Joshua at? I can only tell you from what I've seen and the way I've spoke to him recently, he seems in a great place. Seems in a very good place, and that gives me the excitement to hopefully we see a performance, and then we all know what's going to come after. We don't want to speak about it too much, but is this the last fight before Tyson Fury? That's what we're all thinking.
Where is he mentally? Obviously, he's a good friend of yours. I know you sparred with him as well. It was a harrowing experience, to say the least, what he went through, obviously losing his 2 pals in that car crash. Is he in a better place mentally now? Is he going to be quite emotional, you think, at the weekend?
I think he's an ultimate professional, and I think he'll carry that into the ring. And I think if he is emotional, it will be probably behind closed doors.
Reinforcing that belief, Spencer Oliver also shares what he has observed during recent interviews. From the training camp to spending time with Usyk in Egypt, he says Joshua looks completely relaxed, confident, and motivated. Clark agrees, insisting Joshua is in the best place both physically and mentally. He believes the performance against Kristian Prenga will speak for itself and prove that Joshua is ready for the biggest challenges ahead.
Sort of tend to leave these guys running the training camp to focus. He seems in a great place. From the things we're seeing on social media, he seems in a great place. Physically, we know he always looks fantastic, but I think the environment he took himself to and the professionalism that is around will show Saturday, and hopefully show in the next fight as well against Tyson Fury.
Yeah, I totally echo what Fraser said there. I think that speaking to Anthony Joshua a couple of weeks ago, you know, you try and read the body language, see where he is physically, mentally. We know what he's been like in build-up to certain fights before, and when he's a little bit edgy, a little bit snappy, you know, that maybe something's not quite gone right in camp. But he seems in a an incredible place. I saw him out in Egypt. He looked so relaxed when Alexander Usyk. And
as for Usyk, he believes sharing the ring with Joshua helped raise both of their profile, and now he is happy to play a role in his comeback. He sees the potential Joshua still possesses and wants to help him chase the undisputed dream once again. Usyk also praises the value of Joshua's name, saying it played a major part in accelerating his own career and global recognition.
For me, it's good, it's important, because after first fight Anthony, my career, my self-famous up. After fighting Joshua, first fight is Tony Bellew, yeah, a little bit, but second it's AJ. But rematch too. I speak with Anthony. I know Anthony very kind, you know.
Humble?
Yes. I know Anthony have potential.
Furthermore, Usyk describes their daily routine, revealing that Joshua regularly seeks his guidance and follows his lead throughout the training camp. For Usyk, having a former rival become a teammate has been a remarkable experience. He believes their partnership proves that real growth begins when pride is put aside. Together, they are focused on one goal, helping Joshua become the best version of himself before stepping back into the ring.
Hungry for work, yeah. We training together.
Absolutely.
Yes, every day.
Everyone's watching.
Yes, every day, like running, hard work, when I come in training, Anthony is fine now, you know, training. But Anthony stayed and look what I do. Yeah, sometimes we together. Yeah, come on, champ, come on. Listen, I think it's good offer because we were rivals. Now we on one team. We help together.
On the other hand, Kristian Prenga is also putting in relentless work inside his training camp, fully convinced he has what it takes to shock the boxing world. Confidence is growing with every session, and he believes this is the perfect moment to pull off a career-defining upset. While Joshua prepares for a statement victory, Prenga is equally determined to prove he belongs among the heavyweight elite and spoil the comeback.
Excited.
Renowned trainer Peter Fury believes he is heading for a rude awakening. After seeing what Usyk did against elite kickboxer Rico Verhoeven in sparring, Fury says the gap between kickboxing and boxing is far greater than many realize. He believes Joshua's experience will expose Prenga's weaknesses, predicting he will try to extend the fight but leave his chin open much earlier than expected.
It ticks the boxes.
Do you see Prenga as any kind of banana skin for AJ then, or not?
No. I think with his background, and I know what it is working with kickboxers, and we've got an elite level kickboxer, and how hard it's been to transfer him into boxing. I just don't think he's going to pose much of a threat for AJ, to be honest.
And he's going to want to work out, though, Peter. He's not going to want to sort of knock the bloke out in the first round. I mean, he probably does want to get a few rounds under his belt, doesn't he?
I think he'll have a look at him. I think he'll get behind his boxing, he'll have a look. But unfortunately, you know, I think he'll present his chin a little bit too quick.
Right.
And somebody with AJ's power, he's got destructive power, so as soon as that shot lands, it's over.
Despite Prenga's kickboxing background, Eddie Hearn believes he is the perfect opponent to prepare Joshua for Tyson Fury. He describes Prenga as dangerous and capable, even without facing many elite heavyweights, but insists losing is simply not an option. According to Hearn, a defeat would end Joshua's career. Instead, he expects Joshua to completely dismantle Prenga before delivering a dominant performance against Fury in the much bigger fight ahead.
Yeah, we're supposed to be the best heavyweight in the world.
This must be the first time this story has been told. I'm fascinated to hear this.
If we can't beat Kristian Prenga, we don't deserve to be in the ring with Tyson Fury.
You don't want
yes,
someone
of course, everybody's dangerous. This guy, I actually didn't know he was European kickboxing champion. That's given me a massive bum twinge, I'll be honest with you. But this isn't a guy who was a kickboxing world champion who's never boxed before. He's got 20 fights, 20 wins, 20 knockouts. Like, he's an accomplished fighter. Now, just because he's never beaten an elite world level guy, guess what? He's never fought one.
Yeah.
So we might be bang unlucky, and he might be really, really good. But hopefully, and I believe with what I'm seeing, AJ will go out there and poleaxe this guy. And guess what? Once he does that, he's going to poleaxe Tyson Fury as well.
Joshua is grinding hard in camp, with those around him insisting he looks hungrier than ever and is in the best shape of his career. However, Carl Froch strongly disagrees. He believes the comeback is driven more by financial reward than unfinished business. Froch questions Joshua's motivation and predicts Tyson Fury will outbox him with superior movement and ring IQ when their long-awaited showdown finally takes place.
Tyson Fury wins on points quite comfortably. I can see how AJ wins. I'm sure Tony Bellew will make a case for AJ, but I think AJ gets beat on points. Tyson Fury, I think, gets outboxed. I think Fury keeps him out of the way, manoeuvres him. He's past his best Fury, he's slowed down, but so is AJ. He's not throwing as many feints per round now. His hands, he's not throwing combination punches like he used to. Single shots, he gets hit a lot, which gives AJ a chance to chin him, but I don't think that he'll be in the right headspace. I don't really think he wants to box anymore. I don't know why he's doing it. You know what I mean? He's made the money, he's had the titles, and he's had a couple of bad losses. And I don't know how or why he would want to come back from that just for financial gain.
Opposing Carl Froch's stance, Tony Bellew believes neither fighter is likely to win on points if they eventually meet. However, he does have one concern. Bellew hopes the fight never resembles the infamous Lennox Lewis against Oliver McCall bout, where mental struggles overshadowed the contest. He says that is his only real fear, as Joshua's emotional recovery remains the biggest question heading into the future.
Anyone wins on points, I think. And I make that, the reason I can't put my hand on my heart and go, I think it's Josh, is because I need to see what he is when he gets in the ring this next fight. I need to know that he's gone through a 12-week camp. He needs to know. I don't want to curse it, but I've witnessed and I've studied boxing my whole life. It's the only thing I truly know and understand. And I just really hope we don't get a moment like Oliver McCall against Lennox Lewis, and a fighter can implode because you've gone through that much in your personal life. It happened with Oliver McCall. We've seen it in the rematch with Lennox Lewis. He breaks. On the way to the ring, he's broken. He's in tears, he's sobbing, he's in a ring. Lennox Lewis is teeing off on him. The greatest chin in boxing, I think, was Oliver McCall's. And he doesn't even get budged off big flush right hands, but he's crying walking around the ring.
Addressing those concerns, Barry Hearn remains completely confident in Joshua. He describes the Prenga fight as a necessary step rather than the main event, with the much bigger showdown against Tyson Fury already in sight. After watching Joshua closely throughout camp, Hearn says he has never seen him more refined or better prepared. He expects Joshua to inflict serious damage on Prenga and send a powerful message before the biggest fight of his career.
So in many ways, this fight doesn't matter on the paper because the next fight's already signed. But what we know is Anthony Joshua personally wants to make a statement. He's made some dramatic changes in his life. He's had tragedy that has installed in him a sense of purpose. And he's the most focused, I think, I can honestly say, I've ever seen him. So I wouldn't want to be the other bloke on Saturday night, that's for sure, because AJ's in a mood to exercise some painful routine on him. The fact is, he's motivated. He's chilled and motivated, if that makes sense. He looks a dangerous animal to me.
Then comes the prediction from the fighter who once gave Joshua one of the toughest challenges of his career, Andy Ruiz. He shares his thoughts on the potential showdown, explaining that both fighters have the tools to win. Ruiz breaks down the possible game plans, highlighting how Fury's size and movement could create problems, while Joshua's athleticism, power, and explosiveness could allow him to take control and dominate the fight.
It's gonna be a good fight, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If Tyson Fury gets in Joshua's head, he boxes around, moves around, throws his combinations, maybe it could affect Anthony Joshua, but if Anthony Joshua goes in there and starts banging out with Tyson Fury, he could probably win. It only takes one punch to change the whole fight, so that's gonna be an exciting fight.
Joshua is motivated and highly impressed by working with Team Usyk, while Usyk also believes this partnership can help him become undisputed. Johnny Nelson shares his thoughts, calling it a humbling sight to see Joshua learning under Usyk. He believes Joshua has finally realized the importance of learning from better fighters. In the past, Joshua refused certain sparring opportunities, but now he is embracing growth, showing a more humble mindset.
Deciding to work and train with Usyk and Usyk's camp, was that a surprise to you?
It was a surprise, but it's very humbling. Best thing he could do. Best thing he could do, because he needed to be in a position. I heard a story once that he went to, I don't know if it's true or not. I heard a story once he was in Canelo's gym, and Canelo asked if he wanted to spar. And AJ said, no, I'm all right. And he got in the van, he kicked off saying, how can this man, you know, because when AJ trained, he's going to train, he's going to know his way, which is why I'd moved from trainer to trainer. He's gone to Usyk's gym, he's had to show respect, he's had to humble himself and had to think, right, I've got to do it this way, I've got to listen to you. So now finally, he's listening to somebody thinking, yes, the only time he had that respect was with Rob McCracken. That fear and respect. Now he's got it with Usyk.
While the focus remains on Joshua versus Fury, experts warn that Prenga should not be underestimated. Barry McGuigan highlights that between Fury and Prenga, he believes Prenga brings a different level of danger, especially considering his experience and fighting style. He suggests Joshua could face serious problems if he overlooks him. McGuigan believes Prenga has the power to hurt anyone, and Joshua has struggled when facing opponents who can truly punch.
So of the two opponents, you would have to say that Kristian Prenga is the most risky and the most dangerous. 20 knockouts out of 20 fights, so he can bang, and he's a danger. So for Anthony Joshua, there is a risk, because the old Vera Lynn has been questioned recently with the knockout loss to Dubois. And there was always to be honest, there was always a question mark: could he hold a shot at against the guys that could really bang? So Kristian Prenga certainly has a knockout record, but against very low standard opposition. So I think it's just really a showcase to build the Tyson Fury fight up.
As for Prenga, he has recently taken aim at Joshua, believing this is the perfect opportunity to face him at the lowest point of his career. He plans to shock the heavyweight division, derail Joshua's comeback, and completely ruin the long-awaited plans for a future showdown with Tyson Fury. Prenga enters the fight confident that he can create one of boxing's biggest upsets.
AJ is a great fighter, brother. He have everything, but now I think his career, it's done. I think Tashashmak is core.
Right now it's worse than it's ever been, so it's in the downhill.
Do you think you could retire him on Saturday?
I don't know for retired, but I'm gonna win the fight.
Joshua's comeback story has taken another unexpected turn, with Team Usyk, Prenga's threat, and the Fury showdown creating a heavyweight storm. But now the question remains, can Joshua silence every doubter and prove he is truly back? Share your prediction in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more breaking boxing stories and updates.